my quilting friends, Leah Day here with a fun new quilting design tutorial. Today I'm stitching a design called Contained Flame, and it begins with this wiggly flame shape, kind of like sharp stippling. So if you've gotten some experience with sharp stippling, that's how it starts. Then you're going to travel stitch over and echo around it with the wiggly wobbly shape. So this is an echoing design. I'm going to travel stitch over and I'm going to continue to build up the lines around that sharp stippling shape over and over again until I feel like it's big enough. So that could be 2 echoes or that could be 10 echoes. It's really entirely up to you. The more echoes you add, the more texture, kind of the more lines you see. The fewer the lines that you add, then the more the sharp stippling, the pointy flame shape is going to show up. So it really is a fun design. Let's start again and do a brand new shape. So I'm going to start out with a wiggly wobbly line and I'm going to come to a point and then kind of echo back a bit. Then I'm going to branch out and come to another point. And you can do this as many times as you want. Sharp stippling is basically a design that's kind of just wiggly wobbly flame shapes, and so you can make that as complex or as simple as you want. Now I'm going to travel stitch over a few stitches and then echo it, and I'm just wiggling and wobbling around. So I'm going to just do a curve around those flame tips. The design would look very differently if you echoed and put more points in. So I'm just smoothing it out. I'm stitching around it with these gentle curves, and that's going to make the design look very different and has this really subtle texture. I think this would look really nice as waves. It could be a cool ocean design. It could also work well in the sky if you were doing a landscape quilt. I don't know, for some reason I just felt like this texture is very soothing. So I think that's kind of cool. You are going to end up with kind of weird areas, and let me just show you how I handle this one. I'm going to stitch my flame shape just the same way as normal, wiggle back, and I don't have a whole lot of space to echo, but the space that I can, I'm going to go on ahead and echo as much as I can. And travel stitch back, and I'll echo along this side. I'm going to just continue echoing around until that little gappy area is filled completely. Now I could go on ahead and sneak out and work my way all the way over here, and so now I'm going to sneak back in. Might have to do some careful travel stitching to get in and out of this space, and that's alright. Sometimes that's just what you have to do with any design. But now it's fairly consistently filled, and I think it looks great. So to get out of that whole strange place, I'm just going to travel stitch up the side and branch out back and forth with a few more echoes on that shape. So you can see you're going to have to fill in those spaces. It might be a little bit weird, but really the aim here is just to look at your area and branch out with the largest flame / sharp stippling shape that you can, and then travel stitch and echo around it until you're happy with the size and shape of the design. So I hope that you've enjoyed learning how to quilt Contained Flame. Definitely subscribe to my videos on YouTube so you can check out new quilting videos every week.